Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Linked Up on LinkedIn, and we're super excited. We want to do this more regularly because the kind of conversations that we've been having I want to go ahead and say random people, just making connections on LinkedIn and really learning about these people's story has really been a remarkable process for me. And so this morning, we have a guest, Ryshanda. Is that how it's pronounced, Ryshanda?
That is how it's pronounced, yes.
Well, welcome to the show. How are you doing this morning?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm super excited about the day and about the future. So, Ryshanda, let's jump into it. Give me 2 minutes of your backstory to now. Where did you grow up? Let's start from young Ryshanda and bring me to right now in 2 minutes.
Well, my father's a pastor. I grew up as a church kid, and I went through school. I was valedictorian of my high school class, and then I went. I did a few years at college, and then I went to the workforce, and it was interesting. I felt as though perhaps school didn't really prepare you for dealing with personalities when you got to the job and emotional intelligence. And I never really had a passion per se. I said, let me go into banking and finance because obviously if you're working in finance, that means you make money, right? So I ended up in insurance though. Working at Kalina. So I've been in the life insurance industry for about 10 years. But as I was about to turn 30 in 2017, I said to myself, where are the houses and the cars and everything that you're supposed to have by 30? And I ended up on YouTube, going down that rabbit hole of how to make money online. And they had everything from spam comments to doing extra little, it was very weird. And then when I ended up going on YouTube like that, it opened up my eyes on the potential in digital marketing. Just like there was this whole world of people who were just using the tools that were available for free to be able to make money for themselves. And since then, I've just been ravenous for information on all of the social media platforms, on everything. And I still work in insurance in my day job. I'm actually on maternity leave right now. And I just love digital marketing, specifically YouTube and the opportunity that's there. I feel for anybody. And so like LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram, I've gotten into Instagram a little lately, but my real love is YouTube. And then I would say second is LinkedIn. So that's where I am right now, just using those platforms and just exploring it and getting to know it and just loving it.
Yep. Awesome. So congratulations on your pregnancy. How many months are you? Or have you had the baby already? Yeah. So
I love the audio.
Yeah. So when a call comes through on WhatsApp, it usually messes up the audio. Go ahead and leave and come right back.
Okay. That's I fixed it.
You can hear me clearly now.
I can hear you clearly.
You're on a cell phone?
Yes, I am.
Turn it sideways. There we go. That's better.
Okay.
Yeah. Did the app adjust as well?
Yes, it did.
Okay, good. Yeah, this is better for video. I just put you up on YouTube game just now. If we use this video for audio, this is much better than vertical. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I had a question based on what you had said. I was asking you about maternity leave. You are expecting or you've had the child?
I have the child already. So I'm like halfway through my maternity leave right now.
Okay, congratulations. How old is your new baby?
She's 6 weeks old. Savannah Miller. I'm very happy.
First, second, third?
This is my third. My first pregnancy. I had twins. I had twin girls. They're 7.
Wow,
Now I
congratulations.
just had another child, and she's also a girl. So I'm a maker of girls.
Oh, I don't know if your husband is super excited about that. He might be wanting a boy, would he not?
Yes, he was. But the only thing what we really wanted was a healthy baby, and that's exactly what we got.
Awesome. How long have you been married, Ryshanda?
I've been married since 2016, so we're going to be 5 years in October.
Congrats, congrats. Good. Well, let's jump into it then. So, interesting story. Did you go to college, Ryshanda?
Yes, I completed my degree in 2017, but it was a whole process because I started it in 2005 as soon as I graduated from high school, and I completed about 3 years. But when I got to that 4th year, for whatever reason, I just the research papers, and I decided, you know what? Let me take a break and come back.
Yep.
So I ended up coming back and I completed it in 2017.
Okay. Okay. Good stuff. So one of the things that caught me, and I'm pretty certain it's you, you and your husband are about to start a car wash business. Is that what I saw?
Yes, 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 yes.
Right. Good. Let's start there then, because there's so much to unpack in that little story, right?
Yes.
So your husband mentioned in conversation, honey, walk us through that whole post and a little bit of your thought process in now. One of the things I commented on yesterday in Clubhouse, and I don't know if you've started playing around with Clubhouse yet, but in Clubhouse, there was a conversation around men talks. And when I had a chance to speak, I talked about how one of the things that really has drawn me to strong relationships is a spouse, whether male or female, being a compliment, hearing what you say and acting on the things that you indicate that you are motivated to do. It sounds like from me reading between the lines of that post, that is what you did with what just happened. Walk us through that conversation and how he started giving hints that this is what he wanted to do, and maybe even share a little bit of what he does, maybe full time, maybe he has a full time job as well, and this is going to be a side hustle,
Yes.
and how you delivered on that into new business, advertising, flyer, logo, pricing, the whole deal.
Yes, yes. So I think in the last year and this year, it seems as though everybody has gone into a I'm going to start a business mindset. And I think that's excellent. There are people who have started things that would never have started anything if not for the situation of the pandemic and all these other things.
Yeah.
For me, at least for us, our catalyst really was we're doing fine. Like we're able to meet our obligations, but there's something about a level of living that's just a little bit higher when you can just do things without it having to be a stretch, right? And our catalyst was, of course, having another baby. So it felt like it was imperative that we got to add another something. So of course, him being the man and having that sense of responsibility and that sense of I guess a bit of a burden on his shoulders. He actually works full time in construction, in masonry. So he was going through a few ideas, and this idea, what he brought, just kind of stuck for me. I just thought it was such a time. It's something that fit the times, especially with everybody wanting deliveries now and not wanting to get too close because of COVID-19. And just something about it, I just really resonated with that idea. And I said, you know what, I'm going to support you in doing this idea as best as I can, right? And because I'm so interested in digital marketing, I said, what we're going to do is we're going to try and get this done in a digital marketing way. Because the first thing he said, we got to print some flyers. And I looked at him like, print flyers? No, we're going to put this on Facebook. We're going to get a Facebook page. We're going to do some stuff. We can also print flyers, of course, we can do that as well. But my immediate thing was, we're gonna build up a brand and a reputation online that will get people to come to us as best as we could. So he's the one who knows the information about the business. He talked with other people who have car washes and the different things that's needed and generators and water tanks. And it's this whole thing, especially I went on YouTube about it. It's a whole section of YouTube about car detailing, car washing, and it is extensive.
Yes.
So yes, that's how we did. And I knew that if I was there to support and just help, just back him, like whatever it is that you think we need, let's come up with a plan. So let's get it. And especially now, because sometimes I could be a little hands off, but I'm like, you know what? Sometimes you need that person there with you saying that, yes, we're going to do this and we can do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, one of the things you mentioned there is reputation. How does a new company, Ryshanda, build reputation?
Well, it's built by one customer at a time, right? So of course we told all of our friends and family about, hey, we're starting a car wash. So they've already given us their cars. We've gone to their houses, we've watched it, we asked for feedback, right? Let anybody else know. I think it's a bit of a unrealistic to just show up in the marketplace and then be like, I'm here, come to me, right? I think it's very important that a company, just that word of mouth can be more important than any ad that may come across your screen, right? So the more good work that we do, it's the more people will be recommended to us. And when they are recommended, they're going to check and see, well, what are you doing? Do you have a Facebook page? Can I see the work that you've done? Like, and it's just everything complements each other, and it just fits into a puzzle. So when you first start, I think that one-on-one individualized customer service and actual service that you get and the actual product is what really counts.
Yeah. You know, one of the things you mentioned there, Ryshanda, really stands out to me that it starts one customer at a time. And a new company especially needs to use that one customer at a time to really be documenting the interaction in some way, whether getting testimonials, getting feedback, as you mentioned, recording it, creating a blog about it. How do you think in a digital media time that we're in now, should someone be documenting these great interactions with new customers?
Well, of course, I don't know anybody who's walking around without a cell phone. So when you have a customer that has gotten good service from you, you can ask them, can we do a quick video testimonial? Because videos are more, they get more interaction, they get more engagement than maybe a photo or just words. But even if they don't want to say anything, because some people are a bit shy on camera, ask them if you can record the process. One of my cousins, she does makeup, right? So an idea was to record yourself just doing the makeup of the person, show that transformation from when they didn't have it, and then that transformation after, and how beautiful they felt to have their makeup done by you, right? Yeah. So I think those are the things people like to see. They want to see what they're going to get from you, right? That's if you have a kind of product or service where you can show, but that's also where testimonials come in. If it's just a service, then you can you just write me a recommendation on Facebook. Right. Just write me a recommendation, or if you don't know exactly what to say, you tell me how you felt, and I'll help you write it. I just need to endorse you at the end to say that it came from you. Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. And then what is your advice then, Ryshanda, for people who say, listen, I want to record the video, I want to have the lapel mic like Ryshanda has, but I just don't have that yet, and I want to get those things before I get started?
Well, it's so easy to make excuses. And listen, I'm preaching to the choir. right now, okay? Because I'm trying to start a YouTube channel. I have a few videos up, but I said, I want a better camera, right? And it's always, I want a better camera. Oh, I want that Yeti mic. I want that mic where you can just hear all the bass and everything in it. But what happens is if you don't start where you are, you never start. I don't know if it's human psychology. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But you can want to start all you want. But if you don't use what it is that you have and then build up from there, for some reason, you never get off the ground. So that's the only thing that I can say. You have to start wherever you are to do. If it's something that you really want to get done, you can't wait. That you can always get it later, but you have to do it now.
Yeah. And Ryshanda, if you look back on the successes that you have had in life, and you obviously have had an intimate relationship with your spouse for quite a number of years, so you see behind the scenes. When you look at the success he's had in construction and other endeavors, and you and all of your pursuits, what is one of the key elements that has contributed to the successes you've had in life? Whether it be parenting, whether it be work, any area of your life, but what is that quality, that characteristic that has contributed to success more than anything else?
I think for me specifically, I'm competitive, right? So I've always wanted to be the best at whatever I'm doing. I might not be the best because, to be honest, there's always someone who's going to be better than you. Yep. But as long as I know that I am doing my best, it's allowed me to be able to get opportunities that maybe other people haven't been able to get. Because when I show up to do something, like if I'm to work or whatever, they know that once they give me the task, it's going to get done. It's a level of execution and just not making excuses about things. And I know it's a bit trite to say do your best, but sometimes we can get so comfortable and relaxed, and like it's not going to make a difference if I'm early or late, or if I just do halfway, but it does. Like it makes a difference to you, like inside, and you build that self-respect to yourself. Like, I know when I show up, I do the best. And there are people who notice it and they don't say anything, but they notice that, oh wow, she's really doing her thing. Like she's over there, like great. And if they see an opportunity where you will be a good fit, then they would say, okay, Ryshanda, can you do this? I would like you for this or whatever. And I've seen that in my career.
Yeah. Good. Ryshanda, as I think about a small company, you're in such a great place right now. You've started a number of initiatives before, but this is fresh. And so your goal, and obviously primarily your husband's goal that you're supporting, is to now, he has a motivation to bring more money in the household, a very noble ambition, right? And the things are okay, but he wants things to be better, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. How are you going to, or how are you guys going to grow this business from nobody knows about it to now making an additional $25,000 a year, an additional $50,000 a year? How are you going to achieve that?
I was just thinking about that. And of course, I think it's good just to build a strong online presence for the business so you can at least feel a little bit more legitimate. I'm looking at a website, putting together a website for the company. I already have the Facebook page. I feel as though there's more Bahamians on Facebook, and this is a local company, so we need people that are actually in the country in order to use our services. So that's where the people are. The people are on Facebook. So that's why we put it on Facebook. There are some people on Instagram, but the majority, everybody's on Facebook, right? Yeah. Also, there is also something about having your feet on the ground. Like you can be online, but then you be present as well. Calling around to different businesses who may need these services, right? Yeah. Cold calling, as it were, just getting your name out there and just asking. It doesn't hurt to ask, and I'm the kind of person where I don't really like, if I think I'm going to be rejected, I'm just like, that's okay, I don't really need it. but there comes a point in time, at least in your life sometimes, where you have to get uncomfortable to get the things that you want. And I'm at that point, we're at that point where I don't mind somebody hanging up on me. If after 10, that one person said, yeah, actually, we do need somebody to come and wash these cars for us. It's just such a hassle to get them this place or that place. So that's really the next step for us, right? Getting our feet on the ground to do those calls, continuing to serve the people that we are already serving, the family and the friends, who then recommend us to their friends. Because we are early in the stage, right? And just growing it, actually one person at a time, to be honest. Yeah, growing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, and getting those people to come back regularly for our service. And that's really our plan.
Good. Yeah, one thing you said that really stuck with me is you have to be uncomfortable to get the things that you really want. And I think so many times we think that success or achievement happens within our comfort zone, but it has become clear with the successes that we admire that the success we want is well without our comfort zone. And if you're comfortable in any aspect of your life, it's an indication that you're not on the path that you want to be successful, right?
Right.
What do you think? What do you think the future of social media is? Where are you putting your focus? You noted YouTube. Where else are you putting your focus, and why do you have such an affinity to YouTube?
My focus, I think that you have to go wherever your customers are, from a business sense, right? If you have something that people are searching for, or how to do something, or the best place to go would be your YouTube, where they can search for you, right? But when it comes to just as like a regular person, as consumers, or people want to be entertained, they want a way to pass the time. We had a lot of time back in 2020. So of course, all the social media platforms, they just exploded. In 2020, they got more viewers, more people signing up than ever. But for the future, I don't see that going down. I know there was some people wanted to boycott Facebook because they're like, Facebook is taking too much of our information or whatever. But there are people who they just want to enjoy whatever it has to offer. But yes, that's where I see social media going right now. It's going to be, of course, used as a tool by businesses to find their customers and to serve them in the best way. And of course, the regular user, they're going to get even more, because those platforms, they reward the people who get people to stay on their platform. They reward those people who are there to entertain, there to inform, there to just provide value to their users.
Yeah. And Ryshanda, we connected on LinkedIn because you stumbled on some of the content we were producing. Let me hear from your perspective how you stumbled on our content, and give me your honest and feedback about your interaction with the brands that I'm involved with.
I first saw because somebody in my network had liked a post by Hannah. I believe she had posted something about majorkey.com and about her journey to home ownership, right? So because that person liked her post, it came across my my home feed, and then I read the post and I was like, this is really good. I had always wanted to read something like that, because a lot of the information that you would search online would be for an American market, an American audience. And it wasn't anything that's specific to the Bahamian experience on how does it work here. I know how it works in general if I do some research, but how does it work here? So I read the article and I said, okay, this is some good information, because I don't know anything about real estate. Ask me about life insurance, ask me about digital marketing, I can tell you, right? But you're not going to be an expert in everything. So it's great to lean on somebody else's expertise, right? So I saw that the post was really valuable. I thought, this is so nice. It is so nice that there's a company. I didn't actually know it was a company at the time. I thought it was her personal blog, right? So I ended up connecting with her. I sent a connection request with her. I said, this is so cool. I really would like to be in this person's network. So I sent a connection request to her. Then she liked something on OAK Bahamas, right? So then I noticed, I was like, okay, I think she is affiliated with OAK Bahamas. And that's how I came across you, because you were the CEO. So it showed me that you had posted something too, and you tagged OAK Bahamas. And so I followed some of your posts on OAK Bahamas, and then you did one where somebody had just gotten the keys to their house. And I said, oh, that is so cool. Like, I can imagine that would be a great feeling to be able to say, I'm not renting anymore. I'm a homeowner now. Okay. So the person had their keys. And I said, I would just love to connect with this company, because they seem to really, they know something. Okay. They know that the digital marketing space, like it's there to be utilized, and it's a great opportunity, but also it's a value. Okay. Like me as a customer, I just like that, okay, you have the information and you're not afraid to share it.
Right.
Okay. So I know when I have a question or I have a thing that I need, I could always go to OAK Bahamas or Max Meeting. I actually ended up watching your interview with Adeline Lubin. Yeah. And I also listened to your interview with the Creative Mindset Project.
Yes, yes.
And I said, this guy, he knows what he's talking about. Like, I was like, this is it. Whatever that is whatever that is he's doing over there, that is it. Right. I don't know how to name it, but right. That is it. And I was like, okay, great. Now I know where I need to go when I'm ready to buy a home.
Yeah. Oh man, I couldn't even pay you for a better testimonial.
And I'm being completely sincere. That's exactly what I thought. I said, you know what, now I know where to go when I'm ready to buy a home, because all of the questions that were asked were just so relevant and so applicable for the time that we're in right now.
Right. Yeah. Well, Ryshanda, I so enjoyed talking to you. I really think, you know, we as young people, as ambitious people, are sleeping on our network. And being, you know, I as I opened with, being able to connect with people like you and get some insight into your brain and the way you're thinking. If we all continue to do this, I think it will tremendously change the trajectory of our lives, because now it's group share, it's mind share that we're tapping into. And so, Ryshanda, you know, let's stay connected, let's stay collaborating. I think there are a lot of things. I'm heavily in the digital marketing space now. Just developed some partnerships. I'm in my partner's office right now, who's a big digital marketer. And so maybe there's some collaboration between us that could happen. So let's continue the dialogue. Let's continue to work together. And I so appreciate you jumping on the linked up conversation.
Yes, that's no problem. Thank you so much for considering me.
All right, good. Okay, so you have a great day and we'll talk more soon.
You too. You have a great day.